Hi there, Brian Rooney from Scorpio Marketing Group. So in this video we're going to go through how to clone my Power of PIF or Pay It Forward, how to clone my system should you wish to do so. It's not compulsory to clone it, but if you do, obviously you're on this page and you're learning how to do it. So this is the page you're on now, the funnel cloning instruction page, and this is the video you're watching right now. So I'm going to make it very simple and easy to follow. So all the instructions you need will be in this video. So all you need to do is follow them and you'll be fine. If you've had any experience with Leads Leap before, you will know how dead simple this really is. But as I said, I'll make it as easy as possible anyway, so you shouldn't have any trouble whatsoever. Now, what I always say when I am setting up a new funnel in my videos is with Leads Leap, the pages we're going to upload, you can do that on the free membership level. But if you want to use the autoresponder feature, which includes the pre-written emails that I've done for you, you have to be an upgraded Pro member for that feature to be available to you. Now, there are only two memberships in Leads Leap. One is free and the other one is Pro. The main difference between the two, apart from being able to use the autoresponder feature, is on the free level you receive 25% commissions when anyone upgrades. On the upgraded Pro membership, you will receive 50% commissions on anyone who upgrades. So on that basis, you only need two sign-ups that upgrade to Pro member, and your monthly membership fee is paid. Any more than that, and obviously you're working in profit. Now, with a funnel like this, where an autoresponder is part of it, the beauty of the funnel is that the majority of people will use the funnel with the autoresponder feature using the send steed, which is Leads Leap's autoresponder feature. And when they do that, obviously they're going to upgrade. There is an option where you can use the emails in an external autoresponder program, and I'll explain that later. But if you are using Leads Leap and you want the autoresponder, the email sequence to be used through Leads Leap, you will need to upgrade to Pro membership. Okay, I just want to let you know that before you start. Okay, so the way we upload pages into Leads Leap is we use share codes. Now, Leads Leap makes this very, very simple. So these are the three pages that we're going to upload. The only three pages in my funnel: the lead capture page, which you would have signed up from, the training page, which you should have received yesterday or the day before, and obviously this page that you're on right now, the cloning instructional page. Okay, so each page has a different share code, and we upload them individually. So we'll just do them one at a time. But first of all, the very first thing we need to do is you need to create a list. So you come into Leads Leap, come down the left hand side, and you come to List Manager. Now you need to click on the blue button here, Add a New List, and give it a name. So this will say Power of PIF, and I'm just going to call this a dummy list because I already have a list created. I don't want to create I don't want to confuse the whole thing, so you would simply call it Power of PIF. Okay, that's the name of your list, and you click on the blue button, Add Now. Okay, so now you can see it's created, and there's a little thing here jumping up and down. You click on the cog. There's just a couple of little settings that we need to put in here to get it started. When it loads. Okay, there it is. As you can see, it's pre-populated the list name. Yours will be Power of PIF only. The brand name or the logo, this is an optional feature. I always put it in there. In fact, I always put in the actual list name. And what this does is when anyone clicks on your list and signs up through your lead capture page, the emails start going out to them automatically, and whatever you put in here will be at the top of the email, and we'll show you that later on. I'll show you one to see what it looks like. So I like to make it nice and bright so it stands out. I just think it makes your email look a wee bit more professional. If you don't put anything in here, and as I said, it is purely optional, your email that your sign up receives will just look like an ordinary email. So that's why I said this makes it just look a wee more professional, and I'll show you how later. Okay, don't put anything in here. We don't need anything in here because our email series, the very first one, which is a welcome email, will circumvent that. Email me when someone opts in. I always click yes here, but it's purely optional as well. I like to know who's signing up to my lists and when, just to keep a bit of a hands-on approach with my lists. Your name. Now I'm just going to pause this a second. Okay, I just paused it a second because if I start typing in here, it's going to come up with a whole lot of info that I've used before. So obviously you put your name in here. This isn't my name. I'm just going to use this for the purposes of this video so I can show you how this all transpires as we work through the sequence. So put your name in the top line there. Put your email address, your best email address. Gmail obviously is always best. It seems to be the most acceptable online these days. So Gmail if you've got it. Then we click on this little blue button here, send code to the above email address. So you click on that and you can see it sent a code to that email address. So I will just pause this again and go and get that code. So you can see here's the email from LeadsLeap. There is the verification code. You simply copy that and go back to your list and paste it just to the left of that. Okay. Your postal address, now this is a legal requirement to comply with the CAN Spam Act, so this needs to be a real physical mailing address that you can receive mail physically. So normally this would be your home address, the place where you've got your letterbox, or it can be a PO box. So if you have a PO box, you are more than welcome to use that, but it has to be somewhere that you can physically receive mail, and this is a legal requirement, so make sure you put that in correctly. You don't need any of these things here at the moment. You just come down and tick the little box there to say that you're agreeing to the following statements and click on save and activate. Okay, you can see it says there it's activated. If we come up here and close that up, we can see now that the list is active. Okay, so that's the very first step you need to take. The second step is uploading the first of the 3 pages. So as I said, there are 3 that we're going to upload. We come back to the first one, the lead capture page. We copy that. This is the lead capture page you would have come in on to go on my list. So we copy that and we come back to here and we go down in LeadsLeap to Page Manager. Okay, now you click on Add a New Page Campaign. You give it a name. So for you, I mean, you call it what you want, but it is a lead capture page for the power of PIF. So, and once again, I will just call this dummy because I've already got a page with this done. So, give it a name in here and click on Add Now. Okay, so it's created a page, but basically this is a blank canvas at the moment. There's nothing there, so we need to add a new page design to start, and that's where we paste the share code. Okay, so the share code from here we paste into that little box there. Oops, I've got the wrong one. Obviously had something else there before. Let me just go back. So we need to copy that and paste it into there. Click on import now. And as you can see, it is now loaded. If you click on here, you'll see exactly what you just uploaded. And there is the lead capture page already done for you, a video there from me explaining it, exact same one that you come into my system with, and it's all ready to go. The only thing we need to do here is we need to come back into under Page Manager, the page that you just uploaded, and we need to come into Launch Editor. So what we're going to be doing here is, obviously on the lead capture page there is room here for people to put their name and email to go onto your list. So we need to marry that list up with your list, so the list that we just created. So you come over to the left hand side here and you'll see list. At the moment it is nil. You click on the top radio button because we're going to use SendSteed, which is the leads list manager. Click on that little button there, then click on the Get List ID, and the list that you just created will be right at the top. Here's the one I created, so you just click on it. If you remember that number, 82401, click on that one, and you can see now over here I have married up that lead capture page with my list, which will also marry up to our autoresponder email sequence when we do that later in this video. So that's quite an important step. You need to have that in there. Okay, so we've married up our lead capture page to our list. Now we need to go back to and close. You need to save it. It's always handy to click on save as often as possible. It normally does it automatically for you, but as a safeguard, click on the green save button, top right hand corner there, and you can close that down now, and you can see that stays there. So that's all good. So that's the first one we've done. Now we need to, we can close that off. We don't need that anymore. Close that off. Now we go back to our cloning page and we need to upload the training page. So we copy that share code. We come back to Leadsleep and to Page Manager. Same as before, we click on Add a New Campaign. Give it a name. This is the training page. So that's what you would call it, Power of PIF or similar, training page. And I will call this dummy as well. Okay. So that is what you would call it, or something very similar. And click on Add Now. The page has loaded, but we add a new page design, and we paste that share code into there and import now. Now on this page it has my email address. So what we need to do, this is one of the cool features of Leadsleep, is that we can replace this just by putting your email address into there, and it will replace it throughout wherever my email address appears. So if we put in, I'll just put in a different one there. you put your email address in here and it will replace mine, and I'll show you where that is in a second. Okay, so replace and import now. And so there's the training page. If we click on here, there's the training page, which you would have already seen. But if you scroll all the way down, you will see it has now changed the email address. It was Brian@Scorpio Marketing Group. It has now changed it to mine. When you do that with the code with the replacer that we just did a second ago, your email address will come up here. Now there are a couple of things in here that you will need to change later. With the training page, so you don't need to change any of this. Leave the video there. This one here, when you click on this one here, it's going to take you to Got Backup. So what you will need to do is, once you've got this all uploaded and before you start sending out your links, is you will need to get your link. You can see there it's got my link in there, Succeed Brian. So you will need to go into Got Backup and get your link, whatever your username in Got Backup is. And of course, if you haven't joined Got Backup yet, just join it up, join up to it, and get started and get your link. So you would need to copy that link, and you would need to go into the editor. Okay, so you can view it. You can view it here, but you have to go into the editor to edit it. Okay, so you go into here. It's quite simple. Once you've done it a couple of times, it's very, very, very easy. Okay, a bit slow this morning. Okay, so you just scroll down to where we saw that, secure your spot here. You click on that, and you can see, well, it's hard to see because it's in white writing, so obviously it's in white over here, but whenever you click on anything in here, the writing will come up over here, okay, where it's a bit brighter, so you can see take the free tool. But we're going to change this here because we need to put in your Got Backup link. So you don't change the wording, you simply come into here, you click on the link, and you can see it's got my details there. You would put your Got Backup affiliate link in there. Whatever your username is would appear there. Okay, and you leave everything yourself. Make sure it says new window, so when someone clicks on it, it goes to a new window and they stay on your other page as well. So change that and click OK. There's a video there. Leave that there. You don't need to change any of this down here. Scroll all the way down. You don't need to change that video. Secure your spot now. Okay, so when we change the top one, it doesn't change this one, so we need to come down to here, because there's two, from memory I think there's two places. Yes, so it's on here in two places, so you need to come down the bottom and you need to do exactly the same thing here. Just highlight it, click on here, and change this link to your Got Backup Tour affiliate link, and click OK. Now there is another thing you need to change, or you don't have to, but I would suggest you do. So this is one of my, if we click on this in the real page, this is just like an additional advertising spot. You can do one of three things. If you click on that, you can see it takes it to the Click Engine. It's a program that I am a member of and I get traffic from it. If you want to leave the link there, you can join the Click Engine. There is links there to do it, and then you would get your link, and same thing as before, you would come into here, you can see that's highlighted, so you would come into here, click on the link on the right hand side and put your link in there. Now I have that set up through another Leads Leap page. You can either do that, or you can just put your lead click engine affiliate link in there, and it'll just take your customers straight to click engine, which I would suggest you do if you don't know how to get around Leadsleep that easily. Okay, so you need to put your click engine affiliate link in there and click OK. That's one option. The second option is just to leave it exactly the way it is. If you're not interested in joining the click engine because it is a monthly fee, and you just want to leave it there, they will come to me, obviously, which thank you if you do choose that option. And the third option is to actually delete it completely, so it's not on here. Or you can change it to anything you want. Say you were using another traffic source that you wanted to promote. You could just leave the words there, or you can change the words. Obviously, anything is changeable. But if you wanted to put a different link to a different traffic source, you would just highlight that, click on here, and enter the link in there, whatever your traffic source is. And the third option, as I said, is to delete it completely. Now, to do that, you can do one or two things. Because this is actually in a row all by itself, it's this row here, you can click on that and it will delete that whole row, or you can just click on each individual thing. So this is the background, and you come over to, let's get rid of that, you come over here and you click on the rubbish bin, click on the rubbish bin, and that gets rid of that. But doing it that way leaves this row, so we need to get rid of that row, and that's done. Okay, so that's how you make changes on that page. So that one's all set up, ready for you to go. You now have your training page set up. All this will be just the same as it was before. Once you sign up to Got Backup, you put your link, and when you click on this, it will go to your link in Got Backup. That video stays the same, all these pictures stay the same, and your link here to Got Backup would have changed. And then depending what you do here with this leading traffic source, we deleted it, so if I refresh that, it's still there at the moment because I didn't save it. Yep, I didn't save it, that's alright. Click the row, click yes, click yes there, and save. So I can get rid of that. So if I go back to the main page now, that should be gone, which it is. So one of the real things I like with Leadsleep is that everything is so easily interchangeable. I've used other programs where it is very, very difficult to add things, change things. I've had programs where you've had to pretty much start again if you make a mistake. With Leadsleep, there are just so many easy things you can do, and chopping and changing words, changing background colors, anything like that. Anything you want to do, you can, very, very simply. And once you get more familiar with Leadsleep, you'll probably do this and play around and put little different things here and there. It's actually quite fun playing around. Okay, so now we have your training page set up. So we have your lead capture page and your training page set up. So now we need to go back to, actually I can get rid of these now because we don't need them. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, so if we go back to the cloning page, funnel cloning, and we need to upload this page that you're on right now, the cloning instructions page. So once again, very simple, we copy the share code, we go back into Leadsleep, Page Manager, add a new campaign, Power of PIF, and this one is the cloning instructions page. So that's what you would call it, or something similar. Power of PIF cloning instructions page, and of course I will call it dummy for the purposes of this video. Click on add now. The page is created. Click on add a new page design, paste the share code, and click on the import now button. Now, same as the previous page we uploaded, right at the bottom of this page is my email address, so you would need to put something in there, obviously your email address, and click on replace and import now. Okay, so that's loaded up, and if we click on this link here, you will see the exact same cloning page that you are watching from now, except now it will have your email address at the bottom and not mine. And depending what you do, same thing as with the previous page, if you want to change this leading traffic source thing here, you can. No problem at all. You just need to do it by going into the launch editor, exactly the same as the previous your training page, and you come down and you click on that, highlight, and either change it, delete it, or do whatever you want with it. Okay. Now there are a couple of other things here that I need to show you. So there is down there as a footer, I have a banner, which is one of my programs, and I also have my name of my business and my business website. Okay, so once again, you can either leave that there, doesn't matter, or if you have a banner, you might have something you want to put down there. I would certainly suggest, because it gives you an extra advertising medium. If you have a banner to a program that a separate program that you're promoting, you can put it in there. It's very easy to do. You click on here for the banner. As you can see over the side here, there is the image URL. You would delete that. If you click on that again, it comes up with your images. Now, I've obviously been around for a while, so I've got lots and lots and lots and lots of things. If I wanted to put something else in there, for example, one of the ebooks that I wrote, you're probably going to put in a banner. I just don't know if there's one handy here or not. Just whatever you want to promote, really. If you have a banner already in here, if you haven't got a banner in here and you want to upload one, you simply click to upload. You go into wherever you have your banners stored, upload it, and it'll appear in here in this first box. You double click it and it will load into here. Okay. If you don't want anything down here at all, you simply delete it. If you have, same with this one, if you have your own business or a personal website, same thing, you come in here, you can highlight it and change it to whatever wording you want. I would leave the all rights reserved part of it there, but if you want to change the other wording, just do so. Put your website address in there if you've got one. Failing that, if you want nothing there, same thing. Once it's highlighted, you click on delete. That leaves a row which looks a wee bit out of whack, so you come over to the side here, you can see it's highlighted. If you click on the different rows, they get highlighted. So this row here is now blank, so we can delete it and confirm delete, and that's actually gone. And if you wanted to, you could do the same with this. You can delete that, the background and the wording, or because it's the only it's the only element within that row. You could also just go to row, go to delete, and click on confirm delete, and it's gone. So as I said before, absolutely everything is interchangeable. Any wording in here you want to change, I don't know why you would want to, but if you wanted to change this wording, maybe change the colours. Everyone likes has their favourite colours. Maybe you want to change the colour of that. You would simply come in here on the right hand side to the editor, highlight it, and click on whatever. Or maybe you want one colour, one word, one colour, one word, another. Whatever you want to do. Any of this is interchangeable. You can change the words, you can change the colours. If you want to put different types of arrows, they are all in your picture editor thing. When you click on them, as I said before, in your image URLs, you can upload another one, you can change the colour of these, anything you want. Now, also, now that we have the 3 pages uploaded, we've got our cloning page uploaded. Obviously, these codes now are mine, they are not yours. So we need to change those codes manually now that you have your pages set up. So once again, we come into the cloning page. We come down to the 3 pages that we want to change. So the first one is the lead capture page. We need to change that share code. And the way we do that, very, very simple. You come back to Leads Lead. You come over to to Page Manager. Scroll down to where you see the lead capture page. Alright, so your one, you read that. You then come into here and you see the box over here that says code. And it says get the share code for this page design so you can share. So obviously this is now your unique code. So you click on that, copy, close that down. You come back to this page here, click on that, and as you can see it shows up over here. You highlight it, you can either right click paste or just Control V and it changes it. Make it any colour you want. I like it red, but if you want to make it a bright green or whatever, make it bold, whatever you want to do. Okay, so that is now changed your clone page to your share code for the lead capture page. We need to do the same for the training page, so we come back to Leads Lead, we scroll up to the training page, we come over, click on the code, copy the share code, come back to our clone page, click on what is my share code, paste that in there, give it a nice colour. That one done, and then of course we also have the clone page which you're on now. We need to change that. Come back to Leads Lead, scroll up to the clone page, click on code, get your code, copy it, come back to the editor, click on the page, on the share code, paste it in there, give it a nice colour and make it bold if you want. And your 3 pages are now set up with your share codes. So anybody that you sign up will use your share codes, and then they will make the changes accordingly as well, just like you're going to do. Now the last thing we need to do is the email sequence. Now, as I mentioned earlier at the start of the video, for this to work, you need to be an upgraded member of Leads Lead. Alright, if you stay at the free level, which is fine, so it's your choice, and you want to use the emails and email sequence, just send me an email, brian@scorpiomarketinggroup.com, and ask for the email sequence, and I will give it to you. The only thing is, whatever autoresponder service you are using, you will have to upload them all individually yourself. I can't help you with that, so you would need to do that. But I'm quite happy to provide the emails to you, or if you want to use your own emails, that's fine as well. But I have several emails pre-written, which are purpose written obviously for this funnel, so I would strongly suggest staying with Leads Lead because it keeps everything in one place, and it's easy to chop and change any emails or add to it or whatever you want to do. So that is one option. You can use an external autoresponder service if you wish. Okay, so when you upload the sequence, you would come into here. Actually, when you go back to the lead capture page, I'll just show you something. If you go back to the lead capture page, and if you click on Launch Editor, I'll show you where you do this. Because if you want to use an external autoresponder service, you need to click on the button. So remember, we clicked on the list button here before. So if we're using SendSteed, which is the internal autoresponder within Leads Lead, if you wanted to use a third-party list manager, you would click on here, and then you'd need to go through this yourself. I can't do that for you. You would need to put in all your details for the whatever service you are using. All right. Obviously, if you use SendSteed, it's within Leads Lead, and everything is nice and tidy. All right. Now, there's a third option we're going to. I need to show you as well. So, and it's to do with. We'll upload the email sequence in a minute. Just while I'm in this part here, where it says no opt-in page on this form. So, if, for example, let me just find it. If, for example, you didn't want to use an autoresponder at all, I don't know why you wouldn't, but just for example, if you did choose to use no autoresponder, so no follow-up emails whatsoever, you can change this page to where you can just we can take this out and put a link in there where it will take your customers directly to the instruction page. So I'll show you how we can do that now. So we go into the lead capture page. We need to do this within the editor. So click on Launch Editor. And we scroll down. Just bring it across a wee bit. We scroll down to where we have the lead capture part. Alright, so if you, as I said, if you don't want to use an autoresponder whatsoever, you can take this out. So you just click on each one and delete them. Just make sure first I'm on the dummy one. Yep, don't want to delete my good one. So you just need to delete these one by one. So take the name out, take the email out, take that wording out. So you could leave that there maybe for instant free access. You could put, you could change that to something like click here. Okay, and obviously you want to make that a wee bit bigger. You come down here and just make it as big as you want. Click here. Maybe move those down a wee bit. And then what we need to do is we need to link that to your instructional page. So you come back to Leads Leap, to Page Manager, find the training page, sorry. So we're going to send them directly to this page, okay, where everything's there, as opposed to the welcome email. If you use the autoresponder sequence, the very first email that everyone gets and you would have got has a link in it which brings you to here, but we can bypass it if you wish. I really don't know why you wouldn't use an autoresponder, but you know, I respect the fact that everyone is different and you might want people just to come straight to here. So you do one or two things. You can either copy from there up in the browser, or the same one is here. Now the reason there's two links here, quite simply, one is if you're a free member and one is if you're a paid member. So I'm a paid up pro member. They'll take you to exactly the same place. I'm not sure why there is actually a difference. I don't think it tells it, is it? Okay, no real reason. So you copy that link, you come back to here, highlight the word or whatever word you put in there, say click here, you come over to the link and you paste that page in there, that web page, and that might maybe PIF, just put something in there, and obviously you want it to open in a new window. Click on that, click OK, and click Save. Okay, so you can see there's an error there. So and the reason that it's saying that is because we have it hooked up to a list, whereas we actually haven't got a list here anymore. So there's just one further step we need to take. Before we do that, we need to come over to here, and then you would click on No Opt-in Form on this page. You do that, and close that. We can save that now. So now if we open up the lead capture page, the dummy one that I created, if we open that now, it won't be a lead capture page, it is now a splash page. So basically someone clicks on that and they go straight. It just bypasses the email autoresponder series, the first email, which takes you to here anyway. But the beauty of the autoresponder is you can add, I mean, once you've got a list, you can add all sorts of emails. You can send out a broadcast at a later date. You know, you might want to wait, you know, a couple of weeks and just send something out to all your leads on this particular list. Something might have changed. I might have changed something in the Power of PIF system and let everybody know, and you might want to let your clients know, for example. So if you've got it all set up, you can use it. Obviously you can add emails to it or delete some of the ones I've got, but you can add to it as you see fit. So I always have an autoresponder feature set up. I think it's a very valuable way of keeping in contact with your downline. So anyway, I just wanted to show you how you can do that, how you can turn your lead capture page. We took away the area where people put in their name and the email address and simply replace it with some words, or you can put a picture or whatever you want in there, and then link it to the instructional page, okay, the training page. Alright, so we're getting a wee bit away from ourselves here. Let's go back to the clone page. So the last thing we need to upload is the email sequence if you're going to do that. So we need to copy that share code. Copy that. We go back to, I'll just close some pages off here. Getting too many pages open. Okay, we come back to Leads Leap and we go to Email Series. Okay, so we click on Email Series. and we're going to import it. So obviously make sure you're on your Power of PIF list. You can do this two ways actually. You can go into List Manager and click on here, the double envelope, where you set up an email series, and it brings you to pretty much to the same place anyway. And then click on Import and click on paste that share code or the list code into there. Now we need to click on Replace all existing episodes. You shouldn't have any, but click this button anyway. And include a welcome email, yes, because the very first email is a welcome email. So click on those top two radio buttons and click Import Now. Now, as with the a couple of the pages we uploaded before, there are some values within these emails that we need to change from mine to yours. So obviously we'll start at the bottom, my name. So it's got my name in all the emails, so we need to change, you would enter your name. We'll just put in a dummy name here, and I'll show you a bit more about that. So put in your name, your email address. So I'll put in let's put in some different ones here, and your Leads Leap affiliate link. Now where you find that is you come into Leads Leap, scroll right down, and you see down near the bottom is affiliate links and tools, and there is your affiliate link there for Leads Leap. Okay, and the reason we need to put this in obviously is because when you promote this and people sign up through your links, and then they want to join Leads Leap, if they're not already a member, they're going to join as in your downline, and if they upgrade, which hopefully they will, you will get a commission. So it's important that we put your Leads Leap link into the system there. And obviously it would have your username there and not mine. Okay, so whatever your Leads Leap affiliate link is, you need to put the whole link in, but this last part will be different to mine. Okay, and then you scroll down, you can't quite see it here, but down the bottom of this white page there is a Replace and Import Now. We click on that, and just like that, there is now here some emails. Now these are all pre-written, they're ready to go. As I said before, you can change any of these any way you want. This is your list, it's your funnel, but I've had quite a bit of experience with these funnels, and these are the sort of emails that we need to do as follow-ups to keep. Basically what happens when people see something online, normally they don't sign up to anything the first time they see it, or the second, third, fourth, fifth. Sometimes it can be the 6th, 7th, maybe 10th time that they actually see something before they take any action. So this is basically what the email series is aimed at. So the very first one, obviously, this is the one you would have received, just a welcome email, and if you click on, if you see that, that's linked to my instruction page, all right, the training page. You can change any of these words, you can change the colors, you can do whatever you want. And if we go down the bottom, you will see it changed it from Brian Rooney to Bruce Smith, because that's the name I put in. It put in my email address, but obviously there's a couple of things here that I can't change for you. First of all is your photo. So you will need to manually change your photo. Just click here, right click and delete it and input your photo. I keep it normally to size 150 by 150, that's sort of a reasonable size. And also if you have your own website, you can add that there, or if you don't, simply delete it. And I also include footer ads which I suggest you do too as well, because it gives you another level of advertising. You've already captured the person's attention. They've opted in to receive these emails. You're heading them towards the power of PIF, but down the bottom you can throw in something else. So I have another, and I think this is 100% clicks or something. I have another program that I'm promoting. So if you want nothing there, same thing, just right click, copy over the top of it and just delete, or change the wording and put in something else. If you've got another program you're promoting, put something simple in there, some words, just something quick. You don't have to go into a whole new email about it, just a couple of lines with the link, and then scroll up and right down, you can't see it on this page either, is down the bottom is close. Let's see if I meant to put, just bear with me a second. So I want to close. Down the bottom right hand, is a blue button with save changes. So you click on that and it actually opens up the email. This is what the customer will see. Now if you remember when we created our list, and one of the optional things was putting something in here in the bright green, that's what it looks like. So it just makes the email look a wee bit more professional. If you didn't put anything in the list when we created it, obviously none of this would be here. That green line wouldn't be here. It would just look like a normal email. And where it says hello demo name, obviously that would change to your customer's first name. Now you can see when we did the replacer codes before, we changed it from my name to Bruce Smith. So everywhere in every email where I had Brian Rooney before, it'll now show Bruce Smith, or in your case it'll show your name. Okay, so it replaces it in every email for this list. If we scroll down here, see it's changed my name there, it's changed my email address, but you will need to go individually into each of these, and if you want to change these, and obviously to change your photo, you need to go into each email individually and change it. Okay, so make sure you do that, and you just do that quite simply by going into each one. You click on the little, oops, it's reloading. Just go into the little pad and pen thing here to edit any one that you want. Of course, if you didn't want something in here, if you didn't like the wording, whatever, you can delete it. You can add to this list. There might even be more emails on this list when you receive it. I've only just created these this morning, and normally I have 10, a welcome email and 9 follow-ups. That's normally, if someone doesn't sign up within 10 emails, then they're never going to sign up. Okay. Now there is another email in here I want to draw your attention to, and that is this one. We'll need traffic. So this email is sort of a personal one from me, really. You can delete this if you want to, but it's something, as I said at the top, it's something I put in all my funnels, and it's just a way of me sort of trying to help out people with their marketing. Now I have another sort of an offshoot business where I create custom headlines and paragraphs for people, and what that does is, if you read through the email when you get it, I'm not going to go right through the whole thing, they're unique, they're 100% unique to each customer. So for example, if you had a product that you were promoting and it provided some ad copy, you'll know, if you've been around internet marketing for a while, affiliate marketing, that everyone is using the same ad copy and everyone is sort of basically going to the same splash page. So what I do is, as a business, a side business, is I create 100% unique subject headlines and sales ad copy, which you can use in solo ads, etc. so that you stand out from the crowd. You aren't going to, even though you might be promoting the exact same program, you're going to have different subject headline, different ad copy, and this gives, I've proven this over time, this gives you quite a large head start over your competition, because when you have people who are opening many emails every day, like we all do as marketers, and you see the same headline, day after day after day, people just don't open them anymore. But if there's something different, they do. And I've proven this. I've done split testing over the years, and doing this is extremely effective. So that's why this email was in here. Now, if you don't want to have that in your series, that is fine. You simply delete it. I guess I would hope that you would leave it in there, not because I'm going to make money from it, but because it is a way of offering your sign-ups, your downlines, an added little feature, something that they may not know about. They may not know how to create their own ad copy, etc., etc. So it's like it's a little bonus where you're basically giving them access to something that they probably didn't know about, or probably didn't even know that they needed. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Obviously, you'd need to change this, but if you're happy to leave it there, that is fine. If you don't want it in there, if you don't want to promote something that I'm doing, you simply would come into here to this one, and you would click on the delete button, and then all this would move up. Okay. So that's pretty much it for this training for the cloning side of things. Oh no, there is one more thing we need to do. Sorry, there is one more thing we need to do. So we've got your email list set up now, and everything is now matched to your list. Okay, so just to run you through what actually happens here. When people sign up to your lead capture page, they will be instantly added, or once they verify their email address, they will be instantly added to your list. Once they get added to your list, if you have activated the autoresponder series of emails, the very first welcome email will be sent out immediately, like within seconds, and then the other ones will be sent out at the intervals that we have selected. So if we go back into here, you can see 0 means it gets sent out immediately. 1 day later they'll get the next one. 2 days later they'll get the next one. Then I start spacing them out a wee bit. They're 2 days apart. But I mean, if you wanted to, for example, if you wanted them to be all 1 day apart, you would simply come into here. It's what I just love about Leadsley. Everything is so easy to change. So as you can see, we jump from 2 to 4. If you want that to go out on the 3rd day, you simply put 3, scroll down to the bottom, you can't see it, but there's a blue button, save changes, and just watch this. You can see that's jumped up. You can see that number 4 has now jumped up to 3. If you wanted to put that one, number 8, into 4 or 5, you simply open it and change the number. I'll just show you how you do this. I wouldn't suggest changing these around, but if you did want to, it's your list, you do whatever you want. Scroll right down to the bottom, click on Save Changes, and now you can see number 8 has gone to number 5. So everything's interchangeable. Everything within the emails is editable. As I've said a few times, this is your list. You treat it any way you like. Silly wee things like if you don't like the fonts, if you don't like the colours, if you don't like the wording. Everyone is different. I have my style. I know I definitely have a style that I like. Yours could be totally different. So feel free to change these any way you want. I would suggest though that you do leave the emails in the sequence and the way they are. They are already working. So I know they're working, so why change something? Don't change something that's not broken. Okay. Now, so the last thing I did mention that we do have to change is that with your email series, if we click on email series, I've already got it open, we need to change your code on the cloning page. So you go into code. This is the code for your email list. Click on code, copy that code. This is the code to your list. And then we need to come back to your cloning page. The cloning page. Click on Launch Editor. Scroll down, and we need to change that. Okay, so we need to, in the launch editor on the right hand side, we need to paste your one in there. Give it a nice bright color. And so then we have that changed in your list as well, in your cloning page. So people will now see your list and not mine. Because if you change anything in here, if you change any of the emails or whatever, then they need to go to your list and not mine. I'm sure you can understand that. So that is basically it. I think we've covered everything. This is the page you're on. This is the cloning page. You're watching this video here. We've uploaded the 3 pages that we need, and we've also uploaded the email sequence. Then we've gone back in and then we've changed our share codes from my share codes to yours, so everyone gets your pages and not mine. Obviously when you change your email address, it will change here. And remember, if you want to change out this advertising and these bits as the footer, you need to do that manually. And with the emails, anything you change, you need to do in every one, like your photo, etc., and your web page if you've got one. Okay, so that's it. Sorry, oh my god, that's quite a long one. I hope you can work your way through that and you fully understand what I'm getting at. You may have to work through a couple of times to get it done. Sorry it took so long, but there is once you've set it up, it's set and forget. You set it up and then you just simply drive traffic to your lead capture page or your splash page if you go that way. So setting it up does take a while, but then it's a set and forget, and your whole funnel's set up now and ready to go. So sorry it took so long. I hope you get through it okay and you get all fully set up. As always, if you come across any problems or if you see any mistakes, hopefully I haven't made any mistakes, but I'm only human. If you find something that's not correct, please let me know, brian@scorpiomarketinggroup.com, and I can either help you out or fix anything that's incorrect. So that's it from me today. Brian Rooney signing out. I hope you have every success with the power of Pay It Forward. I know it's working for me. No reason why it shouldn't work for you also. So you have a great day and best of luck.